we're back with another gaming video. This time it is another playthrough of BLEAK MOOR, Smugglers and Wreckers. A very challenging game that I played once before and did not win on camera. Yeah, we'll see if we can complete our mission this time. Now, after I posted the last video, the first video, on this game to Board Game Geek, I actually got a nice message on there from one John Grills, the actual creator of BLEAK MOOR, and he had a couple of tips of things I hadn't quite gotten right rule-wise, so we'll take those tips into account on this playthrough. Namely, it was that the anchor requires 2 smugglers to carry, regardless of their carrying power. The other being that as long as there are no redcoats present, you can continue to reveal cards for a ship's cargo, and then select what you will take afterwards, rather than just collecting the first items available that you're able to take. So again, we'll take those into account. I am once again playing with the for the weak and foolhardy setup, so I've removed 1 each of the steel cards, the victims, and the redcoats, just to make things a little bit easier. I have everything, I think, pretty well set up, except we do need to reveal our first 2 cargo cards, which we get free and clear, but probably will not end up keeping. Probably one or both of these will end up trading in for some help with our wrecking activities. So, the first of our 6 ransom notes to be revealed calls for a cargo of wheat, which we do have 1 of. The ship that's coming in is the Odyssey, which is has a 6 cargo. So as far as hiring people, first we'll trade in the rum for the best lookout we have available, who is Hope. She has 3 lantern power, so we will take her, and she will probably spend most, if not the entirety, of the game serving as our lookout up on Lover's Leap. Then again, we could keep the wheat and use it to pay off this ransom note right away. I think it's probably better, though, to probably hire another helper at this point. So I will trade in that other wheat card for, I think we'll take Hawkeye here. So he has a special lookout ability where he will essentially save himself from redcoats if they are revealed, which again is helpful since we don't lose him. So anyway, as far as our actual wrecking goes, we'll send Hope up to Lover's Leap. Again, she has 3 lantern power, which basically exceeds most, if not all, of the ships in the game. And then we'll reveal our ship card, which has a 2 lantern power, so indeed we are able to lure that ship onto the Devil's Teeth, onto the rocks, and begin looting it. So we'll start revealing our cargo. We have a T, a steel, which does not actually affect us this turn because we don't have anything left in our storehouse. Ooh, we have a survivor. So there's a moral dilemma. We could let him go, and that will mean that we can only take cargo that's already been revealed, so basically we can come away with the T, and that's it. Or we could kill him and continue looting the ship, but we will then skip the next ransom note cards, the next turn's rating, basically, we'll skip if we off him. This early in the game, I'm thinking it's probably wiser to let him live. So we'll discard those. We can take the T with us, at least, so we have something, although we can't pay off any ransom notes with it currently. And that's it. So we reveal our next ransom card. This time the ship is the Intrepid, which has 5 pieces of cargo aboard it. And yeah, we'll send Hope back up to Lover's Leap. There is a redcoat who, I guess at this point, basically cancels out this smuggling round as well. Fortunately, Hawkeye is able to spot him, so we don't lose any of our people here. But, yeah, unfortunately we do lose another turn salvaging. So we'll go on to the next ransom note anyway, the Pegasus with 8 cargo pieces. We'll keep the same setup with Hope up on the rocks. We easily lure that ship onto the rocks. And we can begin looting it. So there's a piece of fabric, tea, more fabric, rum. Sorry, and you should be able to see these. Just kind of push everything up here, actually. Alright, that's pretty good. So, tea, tobacco, wheat, and actually that is it. That's 8. So, unfortunately, these 3 cards are stuck on the rocks, and we don't have someone who can swim out to get them. So this tea, fabric, and tobacco, unfortunately, we have to abandon. Of what's left, I can carry 2 pieces of cargo, and Hawkeye can carry 2 pieces of cargo, so we'll have to leave 1 behind. I think our best bet at this point, we can pay off 1 ransom note if we take the wheat and the fabric. So we'll take those for sure. Out of what's left, we do need a barrel of rum for the Pegasus card, this ransom note. We don't specifically need tea or tobacco for any of them. So I think I'll just take the tea for now. So these go to our storehouse for now. That gets discarded. Now I'll pay off the middle ransom note there. So we'll discard the wheat and the fabric. And this gets turned over. So we still have 2 teas and a rum. One of the teas I'm going to spend on some more help. And Amazon and Scarlet are both good because they can respectively get either cargo that's stuck on the rocks, or Scarlet can get locked cargo. Ox is also always good to have quite a bit more carrying capacity. I'll turn in one of the teas, the other tea rather, for let's take Scarlet. So we still have 1 barrel of rum that we can potentially use to pay another ransom note. So go to our next one. So Solent, which we can pay off the ransom with that barrel of rum we have. Has 6 cargo pieces. We'll have Hope once again on the rocks. She easily lures the ship in. And we can begin looting. So there's more rum. And more rum. There's a wheat which is on the rocks, so we won't be able to collect that one. And another wheat. And a tobacco. So we can collect the locked rum barrel, so I'll go ahead and have Scarlet carry that off. Hawkeye can take 2 barrels of rum, which we also need to pay off some of these ransoms. And then I have my 2 carrying power, so I can't grab the wheat, so that kind of settles it for me. I'll take the other wheat and the tobacco. So we can pay off a couple of ransoms now. We'll discard one of the rums for that last ransom note we got. We can, actually, you can pay off all of our current ransoms, so that's good. 2 more rums will pay for this ransom on the Pegasus card, and then the Odyssey card, we have a wheat right here, so we can pay that ransom off as well. So we have 2 turns left. We have a tobacco and a rum still in our storage. We're doing pretty good, actually. We'll see what happens with these last 2 ships coming in. The Endeavor. This note only needs a fabric, which we do not have currently, to resolve it. So we will draw a card for the ship. We'll once again leave Hope up on the rocks. She lures it in, certainly. And we can draw 5 cargo pieces. There's our fabric. There's T, which is locked, but Scarlet can unlock that. There is a locked rum. Ooh, and there's a red coat, so I think our looting of this ship is over. But, so unfortunately, that means we don't get to loot any of the items. Hawkeye does see him coming, so we don't lose any of our people, at least. But this could make this last turn count all the more. So these get discarded, unfortunately. And we draw our last ransom note. And that's not great, because the Nautilus note has 3 things required. Tobacco, wheat, and tea. Tobacco, wheat, and tea. We do have at least the tobacco already in hand, and the ship itself has 8 pieces of cargo. Since we don't need the rum to resolve any of our remaining ransom notes, I will use the rum to hire 1 more set of extra hands, and we'll hire Amazon, which means we can collect both loot that is on the rocks and locked cargo. So that will help us out in potentially getting the 3 items we need. So we need 1 piece of fabric, 1 bolt of fabric, I suppose. We need a box of tea and a bag of wheat. So there is fabric. We need that. It's locked, but we have Scarlet. There's a survivor. Unfortunately, I think this guy is going to be brown bread. We don't have another turn, which we would need to lay low, which is actually good, because since we don't have to worry about losing a turn anyway. So we can off him and continue looting the ship. So, and unfortunately, that sailor has met his demise. All right, continuing on, we have a tobacco, which we also need. We have the anchor, which is the wild card. So we have the anchor. We have another bolt of fabric. 6 and 7. It's a tea that's on the rocks, and wheat. And for our last draw, we have another bag of wheat. So, we actually, I think, have all the items we need. So, Amazon and Scarlet can each carry 1 item. So, we'll take the wheat and this box of tea. Hawkeye can carry 2 things, so we actually don't need the anchor here. I'll have him take the fabric and the locked fabric. We could actually say he takes the wheat that Scarlet was going to carry, and she can take the locked one. And then I can carry 2 things, so I'll take the wheat and tobacco. So we'll leave the anchor behind. Again, that could be helpful if we need a wild card, but we don't. So, we'll pay off our remaining ransoms. There's the fabric to pay off this one. And then we have the tobacco, the wheat, and there is the tea to pay off this one. So we paid off our 6 ransom notes. And there you have it. So actually a more successful raid this time. Fun game. I do like this one. It's a nice little, relatively quick solo game. This is a fun one. So I know I said it in the last video, but I do recommend it. Hopefully I got the rules even more correct this time than I did in the last video. So yeah, there you have it. BLEAK, MOOR, Smugglers and Wreckers. Check it out, and I'll put the website for Zadorf Games in the info below. So, anyway, we will see you next time. Have a good one.